on my commute to work this morning, so I'm really looking forward to finding out who's a Chelsea fan at work today. It seems that whenever my team lose, or my employees and work colleagues all seem to come out of the woodwork with the team that they support. So I'm sure there'll be a few plastic chavs in there somewhere this morning. So I have to say, gutting performance last night. I did predict 2-0, but obviously I predicted it would be 2-0 for us. So that's a real disappointment. I'm sure that Kieran Trippier and Ben Davies will be getting absolutely caned on social media. They do seem to be the fall guys for most things these days. But I have to say, for me, I'm a little bit, I don't know, maybe I'm being harsh, and I don't like to blame players, but for the second goal, the own goal, I'm thinking to myself, Hugo, what are you doing? Why are you coming out there? It's a one-on-one. He's in control of it. He's got nowhere else to go. He can either put it in row Z, which we don't tend to do, or he can lay it back for you to boot upfield. So why are you coming out there? I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but that was just kind of my view on it. Yeah, Trippier shouldn't have played it blind and so on, but I'm guessing in his mind he's thinking, why would Hugo be coming towards me? I don't know. So that aside, I have to say, apart from the one goal Chelsea scored, I don't think we really were troubled at all in the defensive third of the pitch. We really didn't have any shots on target and so on. Equally though, we just didn't trouble old Willie at the other end at all. Winks' shot, fantastic. If only that had gone in, eh? What a difference that would have made to the game. But when you look at it, Chelsea played on Sunday in a high-profile cup final against one of the best teams in Europe, and they played for 120 minutes, and yet they were fresher, they were faster, they had a better press, and it made me wonder what's going on there. You know, why are they able to get up for this game in the way that they did? Yeah, they did start to tire towards the end of the game, and Sarri made a couple of substitutions that brought some freshness into the game and really helped them. And maybe this Kepa issue has galvanised them slightly, because I've been saying for a few weeks that they're just not a team that's a team. They are just a group of players. But maybe the Kepa thing has, behind closed doors, has maybe galvanised them slightly. Yeah, outwardly, just a misunderstanding, you know, we wasn't sure, blah, blah, blah. But then, if that was the case, why was he fined? Why did he apologise? Why was he dropped? But you know, that's an issue for Chelsea. So it don't really matter to us. But what I do kind of get the impression that maybe gave Sarri the opportunity to throw a few into a few people and say, look, you know, if you want me out, then you're going the right way about it. But if you want to be my team, you want to be my players, and you want to win, you're playing one of your biggest rivals today, one of the teams you hate the most. Let's see what you've got. I don't care whether you've played 120 minutes. I want to see you give everything. And to be fair, they gave us no time on the ball at all. Our passing was sloppy. We had no press in the game. We weren't pressing them. We were chasing around. Well, Lamella was chasing around like a headless chicken. He threw a few tackles in there, and lucky really, another referee might have given out a few bookings there. It was slightly reminiscent of the battle of the bridge, only up to a point. I thought the referee did okay in the end. Initially I was kind of thinking, he's giving us nothing here, and yet they're going down and he's giving them stuff. But actually, as the game went on, I think he kind of evened that out a bit. I thought there was a few that we should have given against us that he didn't. So I don't think you can blame the referee. I thought we had a decent game, to be fair. So not really a lot more to say about it, is there? Crap game for us, crap result. So horrible commute into work this morning, but all we can hope and expect is that we get a better reaction come the weekend at Wembley against the Wanderers. But you wouldn't be having a bit of a bum wobble if you wasn't Spurs for this game. All the punditry's been about if they win, they're a point behind us. And then we go to Dortmund with a 3-0 lead, and as a Spurs fan, you're still thinking that ain't done. So, okay, it is what it is. I'm not going to go crying into my cornflakes. I just keep some belief, keep supporting the team, and trust that we're going to pull a result out of the bag against the scum, and then onward to Germany, hopefully into the next round of the Champions League. Onwards and upwards, guys. Up the Spurs. Guys, if you like this and you'd like to see more of my videos, please go over to YouTube and look me up, Lee the Dorset Spur. Please subscribe and like the videos. Thanks very much. Up the Spurs.